Good to go.
All right. All right. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Grumpy Old Gamers podcast. You can't teach an old gamer new tricks. This is episode number 6.
Episode 6.
Episode 6. We're so close to double digits, Rob. That's when you're really big time, when you hit the double digits.
Right. And episodes or viewers?
Little of A, little of B.
Uh,
Well, welcome everybody. Before we get into news, we're gonna do a little housekeeping stuff, I think. We just wanted to let everybody know that we are big time now, and I mean big time. Rob, big time.
so
We're
big time.
we're on all the major podcast platforms. Do you know what you have to do to get on all the major podcast platforms?
Pay the nice people some money?
Yeah, pretty much. You
Yeah,
just
that's pretty much
you
what
really
we did.
you
Yeah.
really you really just apply and get accepted. It's not.
Please.
But yeah, we are. If you search on your Apple Podcast or Google Podcast, and what's the other one? Spotify, right?
Spotify. You
And
bet.
the Spotify, and of course, the video podcast is always available on the YouTubes, as the kids say.
We
And
think. We're,
we
we're not
think,
sure.
and also, I know a lot of us, a lot of our people, just follow us on the Facebook, but we also have a website, and it's called thegrumpyoldgamers.com. And that's where we post all of our original work. We also have Instagram, Twitter, all the social medias. You can find links to those on our website too.
We don't do anything with the Twitter, but we have it.
We have it, and boy, when we're ready to use it,
Someday. All the tweets.
just tweeting nonstop. Are we going to talk about the contest, or is that something maybe for next week?
Well, we're still working on an idea.
Okay.
So we don't really have anything.
Okay,
But
forget about that.
we just wipe those last 10 seconds out of your minds. If you're still watching. We hope you are.
Oh, did I mention, Rob, that we got a couple emails last week about how smooth and buttery your voice was last week?
Nobody said that.
I got 3 emails, Rob, about it. People were like, they felt things in areas they hadn't felt before.
Now I know you're lying. But thank you. Thank you.
That,
I hopefully the new mic is working out. Picked up a snowball blue ice.
just one step closer to being professional.
That's right. It's a great little microphone.
I decided to stick with the headset for now, but
It makes you look more like a gamer.
yeah.
It's pretty professional.
In that sense, I need all the help I can get. Honestly.
Oh, man.
All right. We might in the coming weeks, we might actually try streaming this show live and invite people to check that out.
Do, 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 do,
I
do,
forgot to
do,
put my phone
do.
on silent. We are just all over the
This-
place today. I think we just had big bags of sugar for breakfast. or
It is.
something.
We did.
Yeah.
It's true. I've been taking care of the kids all week, so
Right.
yeah, a lot of sugar.
And I've been drinking heavily, so hey,
Just a regular Sunday.
just a good old Sunday. Well, let's let's move right into news then. How about that?
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Well, this week PlayStation made a couple of big announcements. The biggest was, and it was pretty quiet. Like I didn't see a whole lot of fanfare about this, but they halved the price of their PS Plus, which is their online streaming unlimited game service. Um, Canadian dollars, it's going to be $12.99 a month, or $79.99 for the year, which is good. I mean, it's all. I think the big difference between their catalog and say PlayStation's is that theirs is pretty much based in the past. Then they just added God of War and one of their other bigger titles. totally forgot the other title, but those are the two basically newest titles available on that PS Plus.
Right. Now,
So
I'm not a sorry to interrupt you there.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not a PlayStation guy per se, but is it PlayStation Now you're talking about? Because the PlayStation Plus was the other one, right?
Oh, that could be it.
I'm not sure.
I
you
thought it,
you keep talking
okay.
because PlayStation Plus is what we have, right?
Oh, is that the
I think
that
so.
oh yeah, that's the yearly. No, you're right. It is called PlayStation Now, and that's their video game service.
I can't keep track, and the Xbox has like golds and ultimates and
Yeah, I was gonna do a little comparison to that. Um, so yeah, but basically the PS Now is stuck in the past. It's all their um, they have a ton of like PS3 games, and like I was
right,
saying, the newest kind of game on there is um, they just added their God of War, which is already 2 years old.
right.
They don't, but on the Xbox Game Pass, they're bringing their newest titles day and date. Like Gears of War 5, if you pay the 11.99 Canadian
Hmm.
right now, you can go play Gears of War 5, which is their latest, hottest, biggest
Right,
game.
right.
Um, and then so their Xbox's Game Pass, so 11.99 for the console.
Hmm.
Um, if you want to do that separate, or you can add for 5.99. You can add the PC as well, which is
Oh, okay.
playing all the games that are available on the PC unlimitedly in their catalog there. And lastly, they have the Ultimate Pass, which really is uh, is actually a really good deal when you look at it, because for 16.99 a month, you get the console Game Pass, the PC Game Pass, and Xbox Live,
And a four slice
and a four slice
toaster.
toaster. Like I understand that they're trying to gain some footing. Everyone kind of realizes that they kind of lost this console war this
Oh yeah,
generation,
yeah.
and they need to they need to do anything they can to to kind of gain some ground. And it's really like, if I didn't have so much invested in the place in the PS4, I would definitely consider this. Like,
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It's a good deal. They're finally bringing it down to where they need to.
yeah,
I have heard some rumblings they're having some streaming issues. Um,
Xbox or PlayStation?
the PlayStation, the
Oh,
folks at
okay.
PlayStation there. I was watching some YouTube's, some of the nets,
Mm-hmm.
and there were some people complaining that it takes absolutely forever to start the stream, which for a PlayStation 3 game is kind of
Yeah, because also you don't, not unlike Game Pass, you don't actually download the game and then have it on
that's
your
right.
hard drive, right? Like you have to. It's a full-on streaming service. Like you never.
You bet.
Yeah. Okay.
So you could play it on your PC as well. I believe you can stream it to a PC.
Sure.
I'm not 100% on that, but like I am on anything, I really don't know what I'm doing here. It's, but I have heard there's some really bad problems with the streaming. Like you said, the catalog is older. Um, so they're making good steps anyway. I mean, they've already got this, like you said, they got this generation one.
Yeah.
PlayStation is definitely, which is a shame because the Xbox One X is the best console
It is like,
hardware wise.
yeah,
Like,
like spec-wise, absolutely.
yep, yep,
All right.
yeah.
What do you got for us, Rob?
Boy, I've had a pretty busy week, so I don't have a lot. But one thing that surprised nobody is Rockstar announced they're bringing Red Dead Redemption 2 to the PC
Yes.
for their launcher, which mysteriously launched like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
didn't
what a
surprise
coincidence.
anyone. Yeah, and just like all the other launchers that are out there that aren't Steam, it's hot garbage.
Yeah.
It's not great. They're having all sorts of troubles, but everyone's doing it, so they wanted it on that slice of business, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, like they don't want to pay a percentage to maybe other stores. Or they
You
figure their
bet.
games are big enough to do that.
Exactly. And they have they say that October 9th, they're getting it on their store. I think it's the 23rd, they're getting it on Humble Bundle,
Oh,
Epic, and I want to say Green Man Gaming. And then what was it? They're getting it some other time it is coming to Steam in December, I believe.
oh, okay.
Yep,
Wow.
so it's not getting to Steam until December, but it's coming to the Stadia right away.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you
All
too
right.
can. Once you buy the game and don't actually own it, you can play it on your Stadia. Like Ryan and I, because we actually bought the Founders Editions
Yeah,
back when we thought it was going to be the Netflix for gaming, which is kind of what everyone did.
yeah. Kind of misinformed about that, but
But we're going
we'll
to get
still
a
check it
couple.
out.
Yeah, we're going to get some Chromecasts out of the deal and a sweet Bluetooth joystick. So
Hmm.
it's that, right? That's right. That's it. That's all I had.
Okay. A little more PlayStation news I have. They finally gave, after over a year in beta, they finally gave the developers the go-ahead to start incorporating cross-platform play.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, yeah. I don't understand why they were holding back so hard on that. Like, you know,
Yeah.
but I guess it's kind of the same thing for Nintendo. I mean, there was massive fanfare when they allowed Minecraft crossplay, but really that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if you play Fortnite on the Switch, um, you're just playing against other Switch.
Okay. Okay.
I'm pretty sure you're not going into the full-on arena. Um, what else have I got here? Oh, Iron Man VR.
Woohoo.
Yeah. Finally have a release date. I was so upset that there wasn't one in their state of play there recently in PlayStation State of Play, but they finally announced this weekend, February 28th, 2020, Iron Man VR on the PSVR, and I'm looking forward to it.
Here's hoping it's good.
Yeah, you know what?
It's
If I buy it and for 10 minutes I get that heads up display that you see in the movies, and like I can just look
Yep.
around and uh, worth every penny.
You're done. That's
Yeah.
fair enough. Fair enough.
So yeah, I was also going to mention just another article I posted there about the House of the Dead 1 and 2 remake.
Hmm.
Um, it's like I love on rail shooters, but I'm just wondering how like what's going to be the hardware? Are they going to bring out some guns
Well,
for this system, or
do you remember that article I posted some time ago? What's that system that's going to play all the CD based systems? The Polymega?
Polymega? I think was the name of it. Yeah.
Yeah, they bought the rights to that light gun. If you
Oh,
remember,
yeah. That.
that'll work on the HD TV. I'm just pulling it up here right now. So I wonder if they're going to try and get that technology. And so what that does is it actually puts a white frame around your TV. So you lose about a half an inch around the whole edges, and the gun will actually sense where it is based on those white edges,
Okay.
and that's how the technology works, and it'll work on any TV. So that's the
Hmm.
and so that technology got scooped up by Polymega, who are the people who are going to make um, those systems that those video game consoles that are going to play all the CD based games.
Yeah.
So maybe that'd be it. That'd be one way to make it work.
Okay. So that would be. So you think that would be a like proprietary gun that you would buy with the game?
Yeah, you'd have to buy
Okay.
it, and there's software it has to run in the background of the system as well.
Okay.
It's got to project that frame around the side. So,
Hmm. All right.
oh, they're bringing back the Wiimotes. Yeah,
It worked.
it worked.
I, you know, House of the Dead Overload, Overdrive. That was out on
Oh,
the Wii. That was a lot of
yeah,
fun. That was a lot of
sure.
fun.
Yeah, you bet.
Um, all right, Rob, what you been playing this week?
Well, like I said, I haven't been playing a lot because my wife's been out of town, so I've been watching the kids. But we did beat that Untitled Goose Game,
Oh,
and by beat I mean the first part.
okay.
Because once you beat the main story, there's a new game plus with a whole bunch of new stuff you have to do, and there's a reward for beating that as well. That I won't obviously spoil, but
Oh,
it's a great game.
okay.
Kids really get into it. We all figure out how we're going to dump a bucket on some old guy's head or play our harmonica. Or
Right, right.
and it was number one on the Switch store.
Yeah,
Beat
yeah.
Link's Awakening, a team of 4 guys from Australia. So that's
Right.
pretty amazing.
That's awesome. That's
And
pure
they
awesome.
announced they announced it's going to come out for the PS4, the Xbox, and possibly the Game Boy Color. So we're going to see that. It's no Game Boy Color. I'm sorry.
All right.
But they have announced those 2 other systems, and because why not ride the train while it lasts, right? All
Yeah.
the big YouTuber Let's Player guys are playing it, and it's good for them. It's a real success story. So
How do you have a rough inkling of how long you put into it? Like for that?
just for the first part, I think it was like 4 or 5 hours,
Oh, okay.
and I hear you can beat the whole thing in like 8 to 10 because the
Okay.
challenges do get harder, but
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't an expensive game. I think it was
it sure wasn't. And you can
24.
spend that's just going straight through the game. If you spend a lot of time goofing around in it, which you can do a
Mm-hmm.
lot of stuff. Just it becomes a big sandbox game. You
Okay.
can have a lot of fun with it. Get a lot of replay out of it. So
Awesome.
yeah.
All right.
How about you, fella? What you been playing?
Well, I tried the Ori and the Blind Forest demo, and
Yeah.
wow. Like, I messaged you immediately after I tried it. I was like, Rob, you need to try this. And just the gameplay, the platforming, I can't. I'm gonna buy it, but I'm gonna wait until it goes on sale because I have such a backlog of other games.
Too many games.
Too many games to play. So, but I was like, I'm sold. Like, moment I see that thing go on sale, I am picking her up.
Excellent. Yeah. It's a great game. Won lots of awards.
Yeah, I, I just couldn't believe how, like, yeah, it was just great. It looks great, plays great. You do cool stuff in it. What more can you ask for?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. You bet.
How about you? Anything else you've been playing?
No, I've been goofing around with that Box VR.
Okay.
So Box VR is a boxing game for the PlayStation VR, which is basically just a big exercise game. You
Oh,
stand there with the PlayStation Move controllers, I think, and
yeah.
box and duck and weave, and you look like an idiot, and you sweat a lot, and the glasses fog up, and it's
Mhm.
it's a great it's like killing me. Like it's a great workout, but wearing a PlayStation VR on your head while you're doing it, not the ideal way to do it, I'm sure, but give it another try because
I
that's
mean, even when I'm sitting there just playing it, I get hot and sweaty with this giant mask on on my face. So I
yeah.
can't
Yeah.
imagine exercising with it on.
Oh, you bet, you bet. And the kids all got the warning that when Daddy's swinging his arms like an idiot, you
Daddy
gotta
can't
watch
see
out.
you,
Daddy can't see you.
but Daddy's not afraid to lay a haymaker. um,
That's
the,
right. That's right.
the only other thing I want to mention is I picked up the Dragon's Lair bundle. It was on sale on the PlayStation Store,
Oh, okay.
which is Dragon's Lair 1 and 2 and Space Ace.
Ah, yes, yes. You
And
bet.
you know, it's one of those games that I've always wanted to beat. And you know, right from when I was a little
Yeah.
tyke, you know, lining up in the arcade and just like, you know, spending my days just watching at the arcade cabinet, right? Like
Yep. Yep.
all the older kids who could just spend all the money they had on it and burn through it. So, I fired up Dragon Slayer 1 and I was all excited because last time I tried it, they put out Dragon Slayer on DVD
Oh,
and you
yeah.
could play with a DVD remote, right? Because you just
Right.
need the 4 directions and the OK button,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So that lasted about 20 minutes
Yep.
before I was ready to throw my controller across the room. Um,
Yes, sir.
but that's when I discovered basically what I wanted out of the game. In one of the sub menus, you can watch all the animations.
Well,
So
that's good. Yeah.
yeah, so I watched 1 and 2, and basically when you're watching, you watch him make it through it,
Hmm.
like finish it, but then it shows all the ways, all the death animations too
Yep.
at the
Yep.
end. So it's great. Like both of them only ended up with like 20, 22 minutes of actual
Yep.
footage, right?
Oh, yeah. It's one of those games. It looked so good. Looked like a cartoon. Like
Yeah.
Don Bluth animated those, right?
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, no one I know ever beat them. They were completely unfair.
Yeah. I was like, I was like, you know what? I can handle this now. No problem.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, not even close. So that's all I got for what we're playing, and I guess this is where we usually move on to what's making us grumpy this week. But I'm noticing we both don't really have anything making us grumpy this week, Rob.
Not really.
No,
There's
I think we both had kind of busy weeks outside of our usual gaming life, so we don't have anything to be grumpy about.
I mean, if I was huge into PC games, like the fact you now need 35 launchers to play all your games, but I'm not a big PC gamer.
Yeah.
I've got an old A10 barely hanging on, so
Right.
So it didn't make me grumpy, but it probably makes a lot of people grumpy.
Well, fair enough.
Oh,
Fair
there you
enough.
go.
Okay.
That's it.
A bit of a if we have one more show like this though, Rob, we're gonna have to drop grumpy old gamers from our title. Like we're just gonna have to be the old gamers.
Just the old gamers.
Just the old gamers.
It's true.
Well, I guess we can wrap that up. I guess unless you got anything else for me?
Nope, that's it.
The people?
That's it. If you haven't already, we did post the two worst game evers.
Yeah,
yeah. Why Ryan's got gray in his beard now, because it was a lot of editing.
Yeah.
So to show your thanks, if you could hashtag send Ryan $5, that would be great. He needs it for beard dye.
Yeah.
But they're both great. I think it was the most fun I think we've had doing this so far. So
absolutely. Yeah, it was an absolute blast. And even with the editing, it's just I haven't really played with video editing software in a few years, so it was a steep learning curve, but by the second one I had it all figured out.
Right on.
Yeah.
We appreciate you, Mr. Cashmere.
And you.
Hey, right. I contribute. All right.
I can do stuff.
Oh, look at me doing stuff.
Yeah, so I guess if that's it, Rob. Thank you everyone for checking us out. And as usual, if you can like and subscribe anywhere to our stuff, please do it. We love to know that you're actually checking us out. So, yeah. Rob?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, get off my lawn.
Okay.
Just go. Just always out there shaking a rake.
Bye, folks.